Hey, welcome, Celtic Samari. Welcome to the stream, man. Glad you could make it. Let me just get the volume down a little bit so I can actually hear myself. Welcome to the stream, man. Welcome to the stream. Glad to be able to get a stream out for this event. Uh, I've been grinding fairly steadily, 14,250 souls, and really enjoy the whole raffle the raffle thing. I really enjoy engaging with that. So. Happy to have been able to come back on your stream. Yeah, hello and tag her. Welcome to the stream. I do apologize if my well, we're gonna try and see how far I can go. So hopefully I'll get the stream fairly well. Um, so we'll see who else we got. We got tag her, Celtic Samari. Welcome, Fury. Hello, welcome. Hey guys, nice to see some familiar faces back in here. Let me show you my kind of token status as far as this event goes. As you can see, I've actually still got 3 tokens to use. I had about that I got from the Theatres of War. It was 1 2-star and 2 1-star, so it's mostly been a grind. And I'm just sitting in a very chilled elite league. And in a very well, for me it's a random alliance that I'm in, so but yeah, 824 attacks, and all of these attacks mostly been in this event. I wasn't really active this week, so I think I'm kind of running on econ mode. And yeah, I was going to actually plan to make a video, decent method going for grinding, and I'll kind of I'll talk about this, I guess, as the live stream goes. So how's everyone else doing in the event? I know, Soldier, you're going out to the end, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, I think my video is still buffering. I think the video quality will improve as the stream goes on. That's what I've experienced in the past live. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. But I don't think I'll actually be able to get into that top 500 situation, given that I know my style of grinding is basically slow, and I just set myself targets for every miss if you so desire, and will require you to push in a few extra souls, and it's quite doable. But keep in mind that this is a weekend. You will have a lot of people actually trying to push for the same. So I would suggest, if yeah, I do apologize for that cutting out. um, I was having the same problem yesterday, and yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm not being consistently live streaming. So but if you hang on, guys, I'm pretty sure this will improve as as the time goes by. But if not, hey, I'm gonna try my best to get the stream out, right? um, Around the rank 400 for most of the weekend, and a few hours before the event. You want to have at least a token or so ready to pull out, which you can use, and to help you sustain that rank. That's what I'd say. And the funny thing is, although it the video quality, it says is bad, but when I look at my own screen, it just appears to be perfect. So I might have to change. Well, if using DU recorder, it's been serving me well for a while, but I might have to switch to a different method of streaming. But as you can see, guys, I've been grinding with my Sakani pretty much, with a swarm of panthers and some storm maidens, and it actually turned out pretty effective, I think. I don't suffer too many losses. Me being me, I got into war with an alliance, and yeah, event is tougher now. Celtic, you gotta play the game the way you see fit, and but yeah, wars do make events expensive and stuff. So yeah, especially if it's a if especially it's an alliance event, then having wars, you are on the right path to actually getting yourself a second Artemis. If you keep pushing on to that, on those souls, I think you'll be there. So yeah, I wonder what skills you've got on your Artemis, Smokey. you're curious to know, I think the skills that I would want on my Artemis, and if hopefully I'm lucky for that, would be lightning resistance. I think I would take that. In fact, I wouldn't even mind earth resistance, given that Kronos is fairly the Goliaths can be really quite deadly. So maybe that. But I would certainly want Panther's health as my X skill. Not a big fan of having armor, although I do land up finding do land getting a lot of armor more or less every time I roll an X skill Titan. But we'll see how it goes. Oh, by the way, guys, I managed to pull a fairly decent Saphira, and I'll show you guys that in a moment. I already have a Saphira from the first time she came around, and the one I have, one I had rather, she had Panther's damage, which I did like, but had Panther's armor, which the Panther skills were workable, but I didn't get any Archer's damage skill. But I got Archer's AP, and I actually was able to make fair use of her on offense, but on defense not so much because of the absence of damage. I did it for a while. So you're referring to cats, just cat relics level 10s? Oh, you're running with all level, well, maxed out relics. Hey Sparrow, sorry Smokey if I didn't actually get what you're saying, so if you want to make it more clear, probably I would understand. Hey Sparrow, my welcome man. Glad that that you're here. Yeah, feel free to hit my lands and stuff like that. Just grinding out. It's been a lot clear. I think if you're trying to do events, especially if you're doing solo events, it's nice to find yourself in a league first of all with a lot of ping pong lands, and also if your alliance is not really pushing for for VP and stuff like that, you might consider dropping to a different alliance and setting up ping pong with might have been familiar with him from my chats and stuff like that. uh, you know I've been ping ponging with him all day, all night, because I know when everyone is going to be on and stuff like that, so I can set my schedule around that. So it really helps. Not upgrading my Artemis special relics. Project Kronos is taking my time. Ah, okay, I see what you mean. Right. Yes, that's true. It's true. Kronos is, I mean, definitely the one that you probably want to focus on if you have him. I think, especially if you already have a poison, poison ranger to work with. I mean, personally, I think, although yeah, the summoning ability is great and all, when it comes to absolute, absolute prowess, again, I think of Panthers. Basati as well, I guess, can come into that category of the top ranger titans that boost Panthers. But one thing that obviously does help Artemis is the surprise element that she introduces, because you can drop your Omega Panthers, which are really fast as well, and anywhere on the field you want. So that's a very big positive, and when you're going up against range defenses, I think that's a very big plus point. And also where Artemis shines um, is when she's going up against Valorant defenses. Because a lot of the relics that are available there, although not exclusive for for her, uh, 7k damage it was, and more than 100% critical Panthers. I don't know what level they were. I think they probably were level 23, 24, and they were killing Valorants even with 100% poison resist. Although I bet it does take time to, even with all those numbers, to actually down a Valorant defense. But certainly, uh, you know, Artemis can bring that force and that punch to your attack for sure. So yeah, do consider going for Artemis if you are looking for a Valorant killer. Because as I said, I've seen some good proof of her being very effective. But again, that said, you could do a very similar sort of attack strategy with using your Kamathi. If you have a good Kamathi with some AP skills in there, even if you can beat a Valorant defense, is the fact that it will take you a fairly long time to beat those defenses, and in the meantime your opponent could be taking down your castle and maybe a couple of your friends' castle. And so when it comes to speed, and that's where I would uh, well, how I hope you're doing well on the event. Artemis is the only defense that has killed my Kronos. All right, that's interesting to know. And that may actually make sense. I mean, think of it this way: if someone's coming in to attack your Kronos defense, all right, now we know that what's gonna happen is the Kronos, you're gonna have all the enemy Goliaths, that's the Omega Goliaths, going to be dropping onto your Artemis. So your Artemis might be fried, but your Omega troops, you can still drop them. Your Panthers are very mobile, right? So I think you could do pretty well, I think. Um, Ron, Valon killer is Hades cats which are kill. Oh yeah, I remember. Yes, you stats are disposed, and because remember, guys, Hades Panthers, they have you will always get a Panthers AP skill, right? So you don't need a lot of relics to push your AP then well beyond the 200% mark, and you probably even you do a lot of the spearmen, they're going to be very tanky, but they're not necessarily going to have a lot of punch in them. So it's just about if you can get a lot of damage in, and maybe, and have someone said that, hey, take in your cats, your Hades cats or Kamathi cats with a lot of AP, something like 40% resist, 50% resist to physical. Go in with some shield spells and and maybe a bunch of raid spells, and you'll be fine. It just takes time, but you can win almost any Valon defense. So a good point there, Sparrow. Kashim says, what about Atlas Pikeman? That's also an interesting. That's actually a definite possible. The only thing I would think high AP that you could probably get from Imperials, and probably the lack of armor piercing for the enemy Goliaths, because they are intended to be very tanky. They What might happen is that your Imperials may not be able to get through across to the archers at the back. Now, of course, if you came across a Kronos defense which had no archers in them, which I think is a bad idea to do so, uh, experiment for sure. Hey, Ricardo Duarte, man, long time. Nice to see you, buddy. Um, it's been a long time. But again, I haven't streamed as much as well, so I don't particularly blame you. But I hope you're doing well in the event. Kashim says, Valon and Kronos strength is in the amount of time point where they may not want to come back and attack your land or your garrison again. So that is the victory in that for sure. Alright, so let me, I think after this battle, let me show you my Saphira, and I'll let you guys tell me which one. I have two Saphiras now, because one from before, and one that I've just won really. So you guys can give me a suggestion of which one I should build. I probably have a good idea which one I'm going to go for to build, but well, in a sense, to focus on, because I already have one maxed out. So here's my level 51 Saphira. So Panther's armor, Archer's armor, not great. Archer's armor is not great. Panther's damage, I think I like the Panther's skill. I think you could missing is quite a bummer. So, but now here's my other Saphira, and this Saphira has got Archer's damage, and has got two Panther's defensive skills. So maybe I think this might be a better one. Oh, guys, I just don't. Can someone confirm? Alright, okay, I think I'm back now. I think it was just stuck for a while. Anyway, so between this Saphira, the one with Panther's health and armor, and one with Panther's damage and armor, which one do you think I should be focusing on? So let me know in the comments, guys. Maybe when the next fusion comes in, I might come on. I'm lagging. Oh no. I'm sorry. I do apologize again for this. Just a bad internet connection. So yeah, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and get a decent stream out, but hopefully things things might improve. Hopefully, but I really will have to change my mode of streaming. The new one is better, you think? Alright, okay. Alright, anybody else? The only thing for me is now even if that new one is good, man, I'll have to level that one up. Well, I'll obviously have to sacrifice my old one away. But yeah, but if I have to make the sacrifice, I might as well do it, right? So Ricardo, how are you doing on the event? Are you grinding for this new Artemis? Archers will have less AP. Yep, I think that's true. Archers will not have a lot of AP, and that could be a problem. In the sense that my damage will be going out, but wouldn't have a lot of armor piercing. So I guess it's not a very easy call, isn't it? Our poison titans will be difficult to improve the AP. That's true as well. So the only way I can improve the AP is by using the gilded arc, and there are not many relics out there that can be equipped on a poison titan to improve the archer's AP. So yeah, quite a difficult choice, isn't it? And given that I already have a lot of poison titans, I might just keep. I mean, although that's a pretty decent Saphira, I think it's not a throwaway. I'm just gonna just keep a hold on to her, and then maybe see what I can do with her later on. Ricardo says 8 of 9k my goal. Alright, so 8 and 9k is your goal. I've just used the relics from the Theaters of War, I'm guessing. Alright, so yeah, that's good. 8k and you get a very sweet little orb, and that orb of death, guys. If anyone who hasn't picked one of those orbs yet, I think that's a very sweet deal, because you don't normally get orbs for that cheap. Normally, in my experience, you've seen orbs only feature at about 11 or 12k and upwards. So this is for sure a very good deal. So yeah, if you're considering filling up some gaps, in your strength, and also keep in mind, guys, that the resistances that the Orb of Death offers is physical and earth. Okay, and guess what elements Kronos brings to the field? It's earth and physical. So if you're looking for that extra resistances on your Panthers, you might want to consider this one. Just saving tokens over here. Yeah, that's something good as well. Yeah, saving tokens, and also, guys, next week, from what I know, on Monday we should be seeing a Battle Frenzy event. So for those who don't know what the Battle Frenzy event is, it's a guaranteed 3 rewards per battle event. So make sure that you battle hard and battle long on Monday. It will be a very short event. I'm guessing something around 18 hours. So so make sure you find a nice ping pong partner for the duration of the event. Keep hitting lands back and forth, and make the most of the event. It's going to be there's obviously, because you're getting 3 drops for every battle, there is a inherent increase in chance of getting more 4-star drops as well. Hey, Fear Man, what's up? What's up? What's up? I was just referring to you as well that you know how helpful you've been for the grinds. So yeah, I'm literally hitting your lines as we speak, and appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I know that you've already gotten your Artemis, right? So pretty nice. Yeah, so I'm hitting your lines. Hope you don't mind. Um, but it's so this is what I've done, guys. This week, I am in the same alliance as Fear is, but I've just dropped down to another alliance in the same league, so that I can ping pong with my own alliance because we are, we are in like a farm. We're like, farm pod. Yeah, thanks, Fear. Thanks, I really appreciate it. It makes my grinding so much easier. Before I was doing the stream, I was actually watching a show on Netflix. I don't know how many of you watch or have watched the show called Stranger Things. I think it's pretty popular on Netflix. Actually, I know it's a fairly old show. It's been around for a while, but I actually haven't watched it. So, I've been having a lot of fun watching it. I think I'm about 2 episodes through season one. What's my alliance now? Well, I'm still with Stone Beasts. Ricardo, you played with us, remember? But I'm currently in the farm pod of their alliance. But well, I was in the farm pod for before the event began. But currently, I'm in an alliance called Poland. Yeah, that's literally the name. That's obviously a country's name. But I'll show you the leaderboard in a moment. Yeah, if you are not doing anything, you want to hop around because this is an individual event. You want to hop around for some grinding, you can feel free to do that. So I'm in Elite League for any if you're wondering. So these are the leagues. I looks like there's some Turkish alliances, some German alliances, some Arabian alliances, some Italian. There you go. That's Stone Beast. That's the alliance. That's the alliance that I'm basically am in. But I've just hopped down to Poland, and let me show you Poland, sorry. And here's my stats. I've literally not done any VP, but I'm still doing well in the alliance stat because I get it's a fairly non-engaging alliance. So, but they're happy to accommodate me, and I'm happy to give them reinforcements and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty chilled out. And yeah, I've just been ping ponging back and forth. So if you wanna hop, to this league for some reason, let me show you a. Yeah, so, well, basically, this alliance is. Oh, what I did, I shouldn't have done that. I think my alliance is actually open, right? So, if you join this alliance, if you want to join this alliance, feel free to do that. But there are a couple of other alliances as well that are open in the league. Let me show you guys that. If anyone is interested in hopping down, well, hopping to this alliance, well, any of these alliances, feel free to do that. I think there are lots of open alliances. That one's closed, but I remember seeing a lot of open alliances. Let's check out this one. Oh, nice. Poland it's on master. Oh, right. Okay, so that this must be their this might be their farm port, I think. Anyway, yeah, you can jump, you can hop over here if you want to, whatever. But yeah, just for some grinds, and I've got a lot of my buds from Stone Beast in their line, so it's good ping ponging here for sure. Yeah, pretty fun. Let's go in. Shout out to my another alliance member, Hero. And yeah, so having friends in the same league makes a lot of difference for ping pongs. I don't have to go around searching for who to hit. I just know whom I'm gonna go up against. I just basically auto raid and stuff. Yeah, it's been fun, and thanks to this, I've been able to take my Sakani from 55, I think, to almost 57.25. Like 1/4 way through. So great event. Really enjoying it so far, at least as far as I can. And I'm hoping that I can save some tokens before I finish the event. Obviously, I'll be what I don't spend in tokens, I'm spending in portal stones, but it's cheaper that way. Right, let's go. So, right, yeah, I think next week is going to be pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to it for sure. I'm not really sure what event is going to be dropping next, but I would be guessing it will not be a God Titan, and I would say that it will be an Alliance event given that this was an individual event. So, that is pretty certain, and it's not going to be a fusion event because we just had a fusion event, so still time for that. More gems or more tokens? What is more important when saving for events? More gems or more tokens? That answer to that question, I guess, depends on how much time you normally have on the weekends. So if you have a lot of time on the weekends, which I have had for a few weeks, I think having gems is actually more important, I think. But if if you don't have time, then yes, you do need a lot of tokens. You can pull the tokens quickly and smash up land and stuff. So that's what I would say. Next event may bring Wukong. Oh yes, Wukong. He featured in the Halloween event last time. I didn't get him, but I wonder why. Is it worth getting Wukong when you have, if you have Kronos? But for a collector's sake, it might be good, and I will try and go for him if he's cheap. I'm expecting him to be cheaper than what he was originally priced at. So if he comes out and if he's available at 11 or 12k souls, yeah, certainly I'm gonna go and get him because there's good potential in the skills that you can pick up. I go to 5k to get the fourth token. That's awesome, man, Sparrow. That's collecting tokens is a good idea for this event, especially if you already have an Artemis. And guys, I know everyone's very upset about the new Artemis being so much better than the old one, and also because she was released so soon, right, within 3 or 4 months. So I'm hoping they improve. They hopefully will do something about it to not piss off the the existing Artemis players as well. Kashim says Wukong is Kronos' little brother. All right, is that in the description? Maybe that is the description, and it actually makes sense. Gems, Kashim says, give me a few run. Yeah. Yeah, and on the topic of gems, I'll talk. Oh, before I get into that, that is an event that I will pass. Yeah, that is exactly. If you have Kronos, there isn't that much value in Wukong. The only difference is, guys, that Wukong is a champion. So if you have the 5-star relic, you could make some pretty beastie, Goliaths with that. But anyway, that it isn't that much of a. But the surprise element of the Goliaths that drop for Kronos, I think, is a big value for me. Yeah, 3 months. What a joke! Exactly. It's just in 3 months. That's just ridiculous, right? It should give 2.0. So exactly, what they should have done is, for those that have Artemis, the least they could have done is give everyone a very large boost. So that if so that basically they could get the new Titan for very cheap, and that's fair. I think that's fair because those with the old skill. It isn't that the old Artemis has something that makes her even minutely better than the new one. It's very clear that the new Artemis is way better than the old one. Yeah, but I'm very sad they didn't do it. On his bio, he is a monkey king. All right, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go and check out. Let's check. We're gonna check out Kronos's description. Yeah, unfortunately, don't have Wukong, but yes, I know Wukong. It will probably say Monkey King. I'm just curious to see what Kronos is, but I think Kronos' description will probably be just a generic one about what his Omega troops do. But we can certainly check that out. Oh, and Ron, before you end the stream, can you show us some Titans and their lores? Yeah, why not? Let's check out some. Yeah, we'll check out some descriptions. So there's some descriptions that have been updated, guys. So if anyone has missed seeing that, for example, let's start with Sakani. What is Sakani's description is? When Sakani's Sakani's panther died, he vowed never to ride again. So strong was his bond and grief. Alright. So he was apparently a titan that used to ride on a panther. Now that might explain why Sakani has chicken arms. You know, he's got to be quite light if he's going to be sitting on a panther. But yeah, there you go. That's one. Let's check out some other descriptions as well. Omega Titans don't have bio. Yeah, that's pretty. Exactly. That's pretty sad. I don't know why they didn't do that. All right, Lord. What does Saphira have to say? She's a daughter of Kamati, which makes sense. Saphira's deadwood helm hides her scarred eyes. That might make sense because now she doesn't have. She wears a helm, so she's got some injuries on her eyes. Ooh. Injuries suffered from a forest fire started by the Unak. Ooh, so apparently some Unak Titan has been messing around. Let's check out Siegfried's description. A brother to Ulrich, Siegfried is the antithesis to his sibling. Where Ulrich is dark, Siegfried is the light and fights for humanity. And this ties in with how they advertise Siegfried. So when he came out first, he was, I think there's something, you know, I think this is where we saw the bottles of light and those kind of relics come out in terms of soul boosting Titans. So yeah, that makes sense. Interesting. Let's see what the pigs got in there. This biography makes collecting Titans more fun. Absolutely. His horse died. Yeah, who knows? And maybe he killed his own horse because he didn't know how to swing his axe. Sakani is a big softy. He loves his pet cat. Kashim says. Yeah, right. The Unak seem to have been to cause of many wars in the DOT lore. Yeah, I think we're going to start discovering that. So what Snowgore lacks in intelligence, he makes up for in raw strength. Sorry is the foe who ends up in his grip. So Snowgore doesn't have a lot of intelligence. So he's not very smart, but he's got brute force. We'll see what Solgar is. Solgar is he just shouts around, isn't it? Training partner to Arwen. Yeah, Arwen and Solgar do look quite similar. They got this. They are like the bearded bros. The friends were so in sync during battle that they often appear as one. Wow, so they're very similar. So nice descriptions as well. I think I read Stormboard's description. I think I found this quite fun to read. Stormboard lives in agony. The lightning magic coursing through his body makes every minute of his life excruciatingly painful. Yeah, I mean, imagine, you know, you basically being electrocuted every day of your life, right? That's what Stormboard's life is. Crazy, crazy stuff. Yeah, so all the summoning titans don't exactly have a proper description or a lore. It's just what the Omega Imperials, well, whatever the Omega troops do is what is described. Okosi as well, some more Deadwood stuff in there. Yeah, but all of that is very interesting. What is Loki has in it? Oh, Odin. I think this was already there, wasn't it? I don't know. Odin, the king of Asgard, comes to the realm. Yeah, this is very well known. Wow, they really did the pigs bad. Yeah, yeah. The pigs, they got no love for the pigs. I wonder what Krampus has been given. The icy wind blows, wrath of Krampus abides. The good children know to stay hidden inside. Oh, that's like a little poem there. It rhymes. Okay, so that's some good work. What does Kronos have? Kronos probably got no description. Yeah, no description for him really. Korthan does have the king of human description for sure. He stood alone against Almorand. So I think if someone, yeah, again Almorand I'm sure will not have a description because he summons Omega grinned. So his sacrifice brought peace for generations. I do like the directions it's going. Here's Koldan, father, warrior, leader. Koldan is a Ragnar of few words, but many actions. I like this one. I like this one. We should all vote for the best lore in the in the game. An ancient frost giant from unknown land, Jotun, wields the bones of his enemies as weapons. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I think there's one I read that's pretty dark as well. What is hell? What's hell got? Hell wishes to control the entire underworld. Only Hades stands in a way. Ooh, yeah, we know that from the movies, don't we? Here's an Unak. The Unaks that have been, famously causing wars. Proud and strong-willed, Halzir grew up with his brother Malkor. Yeah, Malkor is the one I don't have, unfortunately, but he's very similar to Krothos. But maybe one of these days he comes out, I can grab him. The rivalry made each more powerful. I'm guessing Koldan is the king of Ragnar. I hope so. He is. I think he doesn't say that he's the king of Ragnar, but yeah. Oh, it just say. Oh no, he says it's just say father, warrior, leader. So maybe he's the leader of Ragnar. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. He does look quite royal, doesn't he? What does Aurea have? The description. Aurea, as deadly as she's beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful for I guess for the people looking at her, but man, those eyes are quite, oh man, they freak me out. But yeah, she's pretty. Aurea is the youngest child of Krothos, renowned for, wow, decapitation with her mighty blades. Now that's pretty dark. Wow, that got dark very soon. Hey, FL Rebel, welcome to the stream, and we're just talking about the lores of different titans, the descriptions that have gone up for all the 4-star titans. Barring all the summoning ones, unfortunately, but yeah, some of the descriptions are pretty dark. Let's see what. I wonder what Etulus has got. Stunned or shunned even amongst his fellow rangers, Etulus fears nothing except a lack of targets. Wow, that's pretty badass, I think, in my view. Look at that. He certainly's got that don't mess with me face for sure. Lol, Arya is a dark woman. Check on Calvarax, dude. I'll just check on Calvarax. Some believe Calvarax to be the long dead brother of Theros. Yeah, they do look similar, don't they? Reanimated by a twisted soul. Ooh. I would really be curious. I mean, if they had some more description, it'd been fun to read, man. I actually like reading all of this. I don't know how many of you guys like this. I know there are some people on Facebook when I think it was me or someone else suggested that, but no one really liked reading that. But I actually like doing this. Why not have some backstory? Proud and fierce, Ayaka is known for leading his tribe against the Unak. Wow, again Unak. I think Unak really, man, they've been causing wars all the time, and Elithian as well, right? So I think we should look at some Unaks. What is it? Avalos, a titan so ancient he remembers the first Elithian and Unak war. So again we got some war stuff going. I think there is, if someone can join the dots, it looks like there's the first ever war was probably the one between Elithian and Unak titans. I do love some lore. Me too. Family troubles are abound in this game. Yeah, true. Arwen must be the brother. Yeah, wielding mighty axes, imbued with the power of the lightning. Arwen's battle cry is feared through the lands. Yeah, he does have a very signature battle cry when you bring him on. From the fiery depths of the underworld, Astaroth emerges during the twilight season. I always wondered why Astaroth was Earth. When he says fiery depths, you might think that he might be fire, but he's he's Earth. But that's cool. That's cool. And he was also, I think, part of the Halloween thing. Any more interesting ones? The Elithian used to have a large empire, I think. That could explain. They are well armored, lot of troops, maybe, stuff like that. I'm just trying to see if there's any more interesting ones. The younger brother of Ilzar. Ilzar is the other one I don't have. Ishka infiltrates behind the enemy lines. wreaking havoc wherever his blades strike. This is a nice description. Is there any other one interesting one? You know, it's only for the 4 stars anyway. Jaldorg's or Yordorg's bow is legendary. Many are surprised at his stealth, far too late as his arrows pierce their bodies. That's a good one. So you will not know where he is because, you know, you'll be dead. I think the war with the Unaks crippled them. I think following all those trends, it looks like there was a war between the Unaks and Elithian may be lost. Oh, here's an Unak, Mr. Calco, a reluctant warrior who rose from the gladiatorial arenas to become one of the most widely feared Unaks. There you go, Unaks again, and they were very feared. Wow, I wish we could all put this all in a timeline, man. Oh wow, my favorite, Ledega. Ledega literally means eyes of the forest in ancient Mossmane. Beware her gaze, for her arrows are not far behind. That's a pretty nice description. So it literally means eyes of the forest. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Loki must have a good description. A cunning trickster is not to be trusted by anyone who wishes to stay alive. I wish they had more, man. That's not a lot of text. Some of them are very brief. Some of them are well written. So that's why he's at the arena. Oh yeah, you're right. That makes sense. That's why Calcor is at the arena, because you talk about the arenas. Good spot. Good spot. Oh man, I think. Oh, where's Mitano's got? What Mitano's got? A warrior born from the destruction of his homelands. Mitano was a tree spirit before Elmoran destroyed the great forest. So Elmoran is he fire? No, he's not fire, isn't he? He's ice. Anyway, but he's not Elithian by any way though. But yeah, but there you go. So Elmoran caused problems for the Panthers, for the Mossmane folk. A peaceful tree spirit who reluctantly joins her brethren. Oh, she's a tree spirit who joins her brethren in the war when her home, the Argal forest, is set ablaze. So again, you guys can see that it was the Unaks that were doing pretty bad stuff. And I think, yeah, this is joining the dots. We're able to join the dots. So Unaks, they are not to be trusted. Almiran may be allied with the Unaks. Makes sense. So here's another Unak, Solza. One of the few Unak rangers, Solza makes no attempt to conceal his position, sure that his aim will keep him from harm. That's an alright description. Wish there a little bit more again on him, but okay. So his description is quite similar to what Jaldorg's actually has gotten there as well. Mossmen are tree huggers. Yeah, they probably could be, because you know they were all they were all near the forest and stuff like that. Brother to Attalus, Theros was responsible for training rangers. His vigilance kept the Elithians safe for centuries. Oh, so Theros was used to train rangers. Look at that. So all the rangers, here's their teacher, right? Interesting. What's Thoril got? A great warrior with a hearty laugh to match Thoril's happiness on the battlefield, with her eyes, the axes swinging and heads rolling. Wow, that's dark again. So wow, so she's happiest when she's basically killing people or killing things or armies. Okay, that's a pretty intense description there. Here's an Unak again. Oh, Unak. Oh, he's the Fire King. All right. Okay. So So Urakor is the leader of the Unaks. Looks like. Kaldan is the leader of the Earth people, Ragnars. I don't know. Maybe Attalus is the leader of the Elithian, or maybe no. It probably is Avalos. I think it might be Avalos. I wonder who it is for the Mossmane. I would say could be Okosi, Could be, maybe it could be Kamathi, but they're all female, right? Interesting stuff. Yeah, that went south fast, isn't it? Yeah, it started out well. The description as fast. Well, anyway, guys, what's a, what's a Valkyrie? Valkyrie, a female warrior with from Asgard, decides which warriors will perish or survive in battle. Ooh, okay, not too dark, not too dark. To be honest, the description is pretty average on this one, but they certainly have done a pretty good job on a fair few. A lot of the a lot of history of DOT. Exactly right. Just reading off stuff from here, it's so much fun. Yeluth spends hours polishing her mask before battle. She wants the enemy to see her own reflection as they die. Look at that. That's that's intense as well. But so you better not mess with Yeluth. So when you're staring at her mask, you'll be dead. Some nice description there. Vixia learned to shoot when she was a young girl, impressing her teacher Theros and fellow students alike. So there you go. That again fortifies that earlier description that Theros is the teacher for all the rangers probably in the game. So yeah, so better watch out for Theros the King. Now the other sad thing, guys, there's no description for the 3 stars. I really hope they do this as well. I mean, they need some love as well too, guys. Why not? I mean, you know, they're not the most awesome in the game, but why not give them some description? So hopefully we'll start to see some descriptions up here for this. But I do like where this is headed, and I hope they continue. Maybe they're adding descriptions as we speak, so that'll be fine. Anyway, for anyone who's joining now, do welcome to the stream. 15 people watching. We are about 51 minutes into the stream. Just been grinding through the event. Let me give you guys a quick update of where I am with the grind. 14.5 souls. And now I wanted to talk about my way of grinding from the event. Hey, Toxic and TG, welcome to the stream. Soldier, hey, yeah, when we went to the DOT headquarters, we asked them to add lore to the descriptions. Oh, brilliant, man! That was really nice of all of you to do that, because I think it's going to have, when more and more people become aware of this, and they start adding people like chilling out in lower leagues, and just trying out maybe different titans and all of that bit. So, and maybe you'll find people who'll be interested in having some lore to talk about, and maybe we might see renewed interest in people trying to doing the adventures, and maybe we'll see more adventures being released as well. So yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. We need description for Runa, guys. Yeah, there we go, Runa. We all need description for Runa. All right, skills on your Titan. And by the way, guys, I do apologize in advance for the bad quality, and this is just been an issue which I'm trying to resolve as we speak. So I would appreciate if you all are patient, and it does improve as time goes by. We need something to make the Titans more interesting, so we suggested that for when we do Titan first looks. Nice. I do like that direction where it's going. Alright, what your skills and Titans? So Docs, I haven't yet gotten my final Titan. I haven't got my Artemis yet, and this is going to be my very first Artemis. But I have got my Saphira, and I'll gladly show you my Saphira. This is my new Saphira, and she's better than my current one, I think. She's like a 4 on 5. I would have liked it that if I had gotten Archer's armor piercing, but I do know how hard it is actually to pull a good roll on a Saphira, so I'm not going to be complaining about it. But my existing Saphira has got armor piercing but doesn't have Archer's damage, so there you go. So that's the thing. Personally, I think I don't really mind any skill for the Panthers, because you can always work around leveling her up as well. Yeah, thanks, Tox and TG. How far have you gotten to the event? Is this one of those save the tokens events for you there? Or are you going to get Artemis, the new one? All right, so that's the only one I have, and currently just grinding with my Sakani, and managed to get her a few levels up. I was actually considering using my Ayaka, but man, I don't know whether I would really want to ever level up my Ayaka. She's not bad, she's okay with one resistance skill, but but you know, ch ch champions for where I am with my current gameplay, nah, they don't really shine. So she'll probably she'll be there in my collection, but just like that. All right, let's go back to Sakani and let's do some grinds and keep pushing on a little bit further on. So where's my Sakani, guys? Okay, there's my Sakani. So I've been grinding with a very conventional setup, more or less aimed, as you'll see now. I'm going more or less with with sort of half Panthers and half Storm Maidens. I think damage is a better archer skill. Yeah, but I think it is. I mean, because getting archers damage to that level probably will not be possible for a Moss main Titan, right? So yeah, I think could be one I should go for. I think BMT is streaming after you, bro. All right, cool. I'm not gonna be streaming for too long, as you guys know that my battery is always an issue, anyways, and I will be bring this stream to an end very soon. But just a couple of battles. But yeah, appreciate guys. So yeah, please guys do check out BMT. If there are lots of streamers guys in the stream, so if anyone here who hasn't been checking out Soldier in particular, do check his channel out. And yeah, so BMT is Bad Matraka. Unfortunately, I do not have his link on my page. But it's quite easy, guys. Just go and search for Bad Mother Trucker in the on YouTube, Dawn of Titans, and I find that one of the best ways to find anyone. Just search for him. Hey, Jason Jerome, welcome to the stream. Hey, Game Rescue. Ooh, we're seeing a lot of friendly faces come back, man. Pleasure you all tuning in, and we were all just reading the lore descriptions, the new descriptions, the bio descriptions for 4-star Titans, which they have introduced, I think, with the recent update, and quite fun to see all of that. Yep, I'll definitely show that. Thank you, Soldier, for adding that link. So yeah, guys, please go click that link. I think it takes you to Bad Mother Trucker's page. If BMT is already live, please let me know, and I will obviously start to cut this off so we can all move there. But anyway, while I'm still here. I think this event is one that I'm going for, but mainly because I do not have Artemis. I actually don't know if I'll ever actually level my Artemis up, because I do have a pretty dank Ledega, but I just want her for my collection, I guess. I think, in fact, I believe she's the only 4-star ranger I do not have. So it kind of completes an internal collection for me, although it's not any any Pantheon collection by any stretch of the imagination. But it's something which I'm going to be quite happy to get. That's pretty fun. And JJ, I'd really appreciate your exum. So, but guys, any one of you here, please do check out Jason Jerome's channel for his very helpful summary of how much it will take to actually do the event in terms of highs and lows for gem expenditures. And I will say that most of my gem expenditures do fall in line with this. Now, when I began doing this event, I started out with about 52,000 gems. I'm currently at 45,000 gems, and I am 14,000 souls through the event, guys. And it is a lot of grinding, a lot of battles. I'm close to around 800 battles so far. I have used tokens. It isn't that I haven't used tokens, but I did get a few drops from the Theatres of War, which again, side note, I did not even refresh it once. The only thing I actually got, which I consider sort of useful, was a 4-star Tainted Blade, and that's pretty much it. Um, oh, and of course, guys, do check out Game Rescue's channel as well. I'll be pretty surprised if anyone here who's not subscribed to Game Rescue's channel. And for his very in-depth analysis and very mathematical look at Titans, their attack stats. So there's a lot of knowledge to be thrown around here. So yeah, it's a variety of channels, variety of information to pick up, and that's what makes this gaming community, well, DOT community, so alive and kicking, in my opinion. Because a lot of other games that I've played in, you find everyone doing the same thing, right? Just streaming the game non-stop. I mean, for example, go check out people who do Fortnite streamings. Okay, I know we've got some people who play DOT also do Fortnite. I'm not trying to pull them down, but most of the Fortnite streams are just them, just playing games, and people just watching them. There's no real discussion of skills and strategies and stuff like that. And this is what I enjoy about the community that we have done, Titans, and that is what is awesome, and that's what keeps a lot of us hooked to the game, even when the the devs pull a fast one, as they did for the Artemis event, for this event. Did a ton of refreshes for this one. It was really terrible. Oh man, it was terrible. It was terrible indeed. And even one of the things that made me not do any refreshes was actually simply the fact that uh, I was looking at it this way, like, right, okay, do I need any relics from that? And I looked at it and I said, look, I have every relic that's in there. I think the only relic that I did not have, but which I do have now, thanks to my grinding, is the 4-star Dory. And I was like, if I get it by chance, I get it. If not, I'll let it go. So I just did my normal refreshes. In fact, if any of you caught my live stream, I actually lost. I lost my battle against my against the Artemis, the top gold tier 2 defense, and that was kind of laziness on my part. And in fact, I used my Sakani there as well. But anyway, that's just the thing. But it's it's just been normal refreshers. I haven't really spent anything, and I'm glad I didn't. But for those who have, and those who tried, and I just feel the Theatres of War have gone progressively worse, and that is not a great thing. One big happy family of statisticians. Yeah, very true, JJ, very true. Who is Game Rescue, lol? Smash that table. Yeah, exactly. The talks are well said. Kashim, and from now we will have lore masters. What's your rank, GR? Top 50, I think. I use the relics I got from Maniac. Getting my different relics ready for Throne Wars. Nice. And that's another thing, guys. Throne Wars, we might have that coming sometime, hopefully. So any of you there with time-killing defenses, you're gonna love it. So Valorn, Kronos, maybe even a I've seen some pretty good Siegfried, and what's the other one? Yeah, Siegfried, Poseidon defenses. Yeah, any defenses that are very tanky. Throne Wars, in my will be quite fun with that. So I think when the next Throne Wars is going to drop, I am definitely going to participate. Not because I don't even have Valorant, but I'm going to participate this time for sure. I haven't participated in any since the very first one, but I'm looking forward to if that comes along anytime in the future. Monday is Spoils of War. Woot, yeah, absolutely. So guys, Battle Frenzy event. You're going to pick up 3 guaranteed relics for every battle you do. So so make sure make sure that you are tuned in, you're logged in, and you're grinding the souls out. Let's have a quick update. Let's see how far I'm with the event. 14,622. All right, okay. Um, all right, not sure. Depends if I end up calling shots again. Okay, I think I should read in order. Okay, that was regarding what Talk said. Avalos all imps. Yeah, yep. I think that could also be a pretty good time killing defense. Good point there, especially the old Avalos. Loldron, your PP lands give my 2 Titans for raid 1 star. Yeah, I do have pretty I do have pretty low ping pong lands. I'll show you guys my ping pong lands. These are all the baby ping pong lands. And the interesting story about these ping pong lands, which I have, these are all level. What level are these? Level 14, 13, whatever. Alright, some of them I got, obviously I picked them up from because I'm in elite league, so there are a couple of non-active players who just don't defend their lands. But there was, I find there are a lot of noobs in the sense in elite league who don't know what ping pong lands are, so they just go right away, right ahead and freaking cap your lands. Oh, here's Sparrow. Just go ahead, right and capture the lands, and that's annoying. And I sent a message to the guys like, hey, don't capture ping pong lands. You can hit them all you want, take all the XP, blah blah blah, whatever you need, resources, I don't care. Don't freaking crap them, man. So I gave him a warning once, I gave him a warning twice, and he became a loudmouth. And he was a castle 14 player. I didn't even bother hitting his castle. I just went in and I just straight away took his lands out. He didn't even bother taking them back, I guess. But whatever, but that's such a waste of everyone's time. And I don't know why people don't have that awareness that, hey, look, if it's an event, why would I completely undefend my lands? I don't know. I just feel it should have been more common knowledge by now. Hey, like your videos, yeah, and Game Rescue's videos are amazing to watch. I'm a big fan of Game Rescue, if I could say that myself. Always a pleasure. Very informative, and very honest opinion, if I could add as well. Alright guys, I think now we are hitting that 1 hour mark. But before I actually do end the stream, I just wanted to quickly discuss the way I grind the event, and I'm not going to say this is the best strategy for doing doing your grinds for cheap. Now, just before I begin, let me put things in perspective. So here's what I have. I began the event with 50,000 gems. I'm at 45,000 gems, and this includes the gems I have collected as I've gone along. Sure. And what I started out with was about I think it was 2 tokens I started out with, and I had 3 relics, event relics from the Theatres of War, and it was a 1 2-star and 2 1-star, so I didn't have a lot to go on. But my strategy for grinding the events is, what I do is, and I've been doing this for a while, okay. I always have my 50, 100 and 150 portal stones from the last week still there. So for example, I'll show you that. So where's that? And again, this isn't, I'm not dropping some crazy new knowledge here, but this is just the way I do it. And everyone, some people use up their 50 portal stones for this week, for the event they're grinding itself. But I like to bank them, and I don't use them at all. I keep them as it is because I like to have that sort of shot of I like to boost my souls right at the start and give myself like a kickstart to the event. So 50, 75, I think, and 100 portal stones, all these are going to be in my inventory. They're going to lie there, and I'm going to collect them only right before the next week's event drops. This works well if it's a Thursday event. If it's a Wednesday event, then your portal stones will unfortunately be expiring before, so it doesn't work well then. But I still do it. I still say, and then what I do is when I begin my event, I tell myself I'm going to do the first. I'm going to do the first 3,000 souls without using any relics, and even the relics that I've probably had from theaters. I just do it straight through, and then what I tell myself is I'm going to do a bit of math. So, for example, for this event, for example, in this event, it was a 17,000 souls mark. So I do the math. I'm going to divide up 17,000 by 4 days. So that's a little bit more than 4,500 souls a day. And this actually ties in a lot with what Jason Jerome points out in his videos. I divide it up. I tell myself, right, so I got to get myself 4,500 souls by the end of the first day, no matter what. So what that means is, I will grind. I will grind, and I'll reach that mark. And if I, for some reason, fail that I can't do it, then I'll pull a token and I'll get myself to 400,000 souls. So like for example, for today, my goal for today was actually 13,500 souls. I've actually exceeded that, which I'm happy for. So it means I need to do fewer souls tomorrow, because initially I planned to do 13.5 today and 3.5 souls on Sunday. So I think if you split your workload, and again, I think I must add on this that yes, you do need time, right? If you are pressed for time, what I'm telling you now is not going to work. Well, it's not going to be applicable to you. But if you have time, then go slow. There's no need to hurry up with the events unless you are going for the top prize. Now, I've never really gone for top 15 individual events. I'm not discouraging you from doing that, but if you just want to get to the end, if that's your only goal, do the math, split the souls, find how many souls you need to do. And the other thing I also do is that have a ping pong partner that you can continuously engage with, and so you can hit them back and forth, and you can be doing something else. You could be watching some movie there, do whatever it is that you want to do on the side. But you could do it on the side. So make it as stress-free for you as possible, and you'll have fun. And yes, one other big thing: don't get yourself into a big war. Getting yourself into a war does not help during if you are trying to do this. What I'm saying. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry that was a big rant on my part, but I just wanted to throw that out there because I do have some people ask me how I grind the events. Yeah, that's it, guys. I think that's what I wanted to offer. Sparrow says, my run normally I do 10 or 12, 11k souls normal raid. Yeah, that's a good one as well. And no boost relics, and after that I'll use 1 or 2 tokens. Good strategy as well. Yeah. So if you can do that, maybe you can set that strategy. So different ways of doing it, guys. But try this again. Fear says, I'm from Romania and Christian is the same as. Oh, okay, right, okay. So it's Fear Christian, right? Brilliant. Alright, brilliant, guys. So this has been a pleasure streaming. I will now unfortunately end the stream now because my battery warning will come in any moment now. Been a pleasure, and I hope you all have a fantastic event. I hope you get to the goals that you wanted to, and I'll catch you all in another Ron Gamer video. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.